Hey everyone! I was hoping to do a little bit more prep and show you some of the cool stuff I bought for traveling on the road for the 2 trips I get to take this year. But instead, I maybe have hopefully 10 minutes at least to maybe half an hour, depending on when my coworker comes back, to shoot this lovely and exciting video about a country girl traveling to the city with all of her exciting physical challenges. So, first and foremost, if you're looking at this, you probably have already seen my lovely updated picture on Drifta, which has my incredibly awesome looking overshades that I am so excited to wear in public, and don't make me look like a freak at all. Anyway, I have extreme photosensitivity, and it's one of those things that you don't notice until you are in artificial buildings a lot, all day. I'm lucky that where I work here has given me what I call my fancy lamps that are, fully controlled in terms of light intensity and light color, so I don't get headaches and nausea all day, which is great. After my last rolling of the car, no, I've rolled up before, but my last concussion was the doozy that made all this happen. And so, yeah, I'm mostly fine because most of my time I'm spent either in natural light or limited artificial and incandescent, although more incandescents are moving to LED, and that's a whole nother problem. And you'll see my glasses underneath here, normal glasses. I have transitions, I have blue blockers. It still doesn't matter, and you know why? Because I did a program that was supposed to be like an all-day program over in the Union at our university, and they had these big fluorescent like squares on the ceiling and then other can lights, and they couldn't dim like any of them for the whole. I think I was there for the morning because I got like really not happy and decided I had to leave because I'm like, this isn't working out for me. This isn't working out for me. I brought my hat from the car, which is always fun. I have issues wearing hats indoors. It just doesn't feel right to me. So there's nothing like having a hat on indoors too, which may or may not be happening. Again, I really hate dealing with fluorescents, and these are like the only really exciting things that wrap completely around my glasses. But yes, they do make me look like a bit of a dork. Unfortunately, I am now of the age where it's like, choose being a dork or choose having a giant headache and or throwing up, and we're just going to be a dork. It'll be great. So not only does the photosensitivity have to come out, I have to go in airports, which airports, gotta love airports. Actually, yeah, I think I'll shoot this whole thing with these horrible glasses on because I actually do feel safer talking without having to make eye contact with myself, funnily enough. Whatever. You'll deal with it. My channel. Anyway, so yeah, I have to go in the airport. Our airport is tiny, but I'm being like crazy insistent that I get there half an hour early because I missed my plane last time and that was not cool. I know he's like, it's fine, and I'm like, with our luck, you'll miss a turn again, and then I'll miss my plane again. I would like to just be half an hour early or an hour early. I'll just sit at the pub or something. I don't know. I hate airports. That's the one thing I learned over the past several years of traveling. I hate airports. I hate loud airports. Took me years to find the joy of earplugs. I did get some cute little earbuds so I can hopefully listen to where exactly I'm supposed to be walking when I'm going places in the city. But yeah, the airport alone is just crazy and noisy. The plane's not going to be so bad, but yeah, it's a short flight. Short flight, just boop boop. The fear is more when I actually get into the city. So let me take these off. See, I have lovely normal eyes. Anyway, so yeah, my fear is more being in the city because I just, and I have the reason I still travel every year is to remind myself that I actually can live independently of my spouse because I feel far too codependent on Dan sometimes. Yeah. And he's like, that's weird because you're the one that earns the money and pays most of the bills and all that good stuff. But yeah, I still feel codependent because there's so much I don't know and I get overwhelmed so freaking easily in airports and stuff. Like, I've had at least 2 major meltdowns I remember where I was just like crying and trying to find somewhere quiet. Minneapolis' airport, fortunately, is very quiet. That's what I actually did a video once long, long ago, and I don't think I ever posted to the channel of like just everybody in Minneapolis being like quiet. A crazy concept. Anyway, and I don't have like, hopefully, assuming we don't miss the flight again, any like huge layovers or anything. So I got so used to like the first few years when I had to be out of my pocket to go to conferences, having to deal with Southwest and their interesting routing schemata to save money. So I'd spend a lot of downtime at airports. So yeah, I'm trying to like tell myself like you're not gonna spend that much downtime. You do not need to pack like a whole squirrel sack worth of food. Although again, going to the city sucks because I don't know what I can and cannot eat. So I do end up packing stuff like last year I'm very thankful I packed that chocolate chip oatmeal, which I'm gonna go get at the grocery store before I go home today because that chocolate chip oatmeal, yeah, this is my own fault. I got very excited about a paid for lunch and decided not to eat to mess with my blood sugar, and something with an additive, or I ate too much too fast because I was too excited to eat the good food, ended up causing me to hurl. Anyway, I don't want that to happen again. So yeah, after that, I ended up like walking back to my Airbnb and just eating my eating my oatmeal in shame and being like, "This is just your life. You now have gotten so used to good pure country food that if you eat stuff with additives, this is what happens now. Your stomach goes, nope, nope. This ain't food, girl. This ain't food. Congratulations, this ain't food. I'm going to hurl it out of you because this ain't good for us." So. Yeah, if you see me stashing in a video later a whole bunch of food, that's why. That's also why I get an Airbnb, in addition to the fact that I really like having access to a washer and dryer, because if you're making me cram everything in a carry-on, then I need access to a washer and dryer, because I am the person that like ends up having like every accident known to man happen to her. I did have someone spill coffee on me on an outbound once, which, you know, I don't wear nice clothes on flights anymore anyway. I learned that the hard way, having to like wait, I think 6 hours in an airport with like a top that was like a polyester texture top, which normally would have been fine because I'm like, I'm just flying home, this will be quick. And it's like, no, weather sucks. God sucks. Oh, no, God doesn't suck. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lord. Just sometimes you wreak havoc on my schedule. So there's that. There's navigating cities, navigating maps, navigating, what do you call them? Roads and public transit. And I've heard that Minnesota just passed a thing where there's like no Ubers. And this was like the first time I was like, I'll take an Uber because I actually want to be able to afford my ride. Now it's like, nope, you can't do that. So I'm gonna, you know, swipe the company credit card and get in whatever I get in and ride out to where I need to ride out to. And unfortunately for me, gonna have to hang out for 4 hours, like store my luggage because they can't let me in earlier. I know, but it's fine. It's 15 minutes from the actual conference hotel, and I kind of did that on purpose because I'm trying to force myself to like stay there the whole time and not get like overwhelmed and like socially weird and pulled into myself. And yeah. Large groups, not so good with large groups. Like people, pandemic taught me I like people, but large groups of them are still overwhelming. So yeah, I signed up for like a good deal of moderating sessions. So again, if you see me with my giant glasses on walking around with the mic, that's what's up. Also, again, to, you know, make me pay attention, make me go, make me socialize with people. It's a little bit easier if there's a task. The autistic side of me doesn't freak out as much. It's like, I am here to do your bidding. Although, again, it'll be with the glasses on, so it'll be more like, I am here to do your bidding. And I'm sorry I have to wear these bug eyes. It's this or I get giant headaches. And speaking of which, the folks at ELUNA wanted like feedback on their app, and I didn't download the app. Someone did recommend like download the app and see if that works for you. No, I went old school. I like got some PDFs off the website after voicing my distress at not being able to see the 8-point font, and you know, nice people from Ex Libris or ELUNA, I forget which, are like, put it in the official form, and I'm like, I don't want to put it in the official form because no offense, guys, I'm not that blind. Like, I'm blind, but I'm not that blind. I know people who have worked in systems that are more blind than I am these days. I mean, granted, these are baby's first bifocals, but still. That's why I'm kind of like, this should be like the usability issue for everyone. Anyway, I made my own schedule. I've printed it out. It's got highlights. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. But it's like, I don't know. That's why I mentioned the photosensitivity thing at the beginning, because that's another like hidden disability that, you know, was the reason why I didn't provide feedback on Drifted, because I'm like, you know, it's like asking normal people like, how much fluorescent lighting is there in a space? And you guys can't answer that. Like, you've never had to think about it. And again, I don't have to think about it until my brain starts hurting, and then suddenly like, oh crap, fluorescent lighting. Shit, I'm not used to this. I'm used to being outside. I'm used to sitting in my home where there's windows where light comes in. Even light comes in here because we have an atrium. And then we have the fancy lamps. So I'm not used to dealing with fluorescence. That's half the reason I keep my door closed. And now I gotta go into the world of fluorescence, which means the world of the sunglasses. I tried to find something cute to use as a head covering. because now it looks like the only one I have is the one I used to keep my hair when my hair is wet, which has a nice bulldog, but it's basically a bulldog gator with everything tucked up underneath it. I did buy a cute turban, but Dan clocked me in it. He's like, you look funny. You look funny in that turban. Or silly, something like that. I was just like, really? I mean, granted, it's got this big poof on it that I thought would look cute, or I could put it down here because it's like right in my field of vision right here, or, you know. But problem with the turban was my hair keeps coming out, so I did wear, you know, some things about looking for head coverings, but apparently I'm gonna have to try to practice some kerchief magic or something. And Dan's like, you're too paranoid about that. I'm like, I know, I'm not out in real public, so I'm not used to having to put my hair up or try to cover things, or anyway. Exciting stuff. I have to remember to wear this. I have to remember to cover my hair. I have to remember to cover my eyes. I have to remember not to eat weird things. And have to remember not to do anything that shows I'm a country person that's super vulnerable to doing dumb things. Which covers a lot of ground. So yeah, mentally preparing for ELUNA. It's going to be a great time. I'm sure my flight will be lovely. I'm sure it'll all be zen. And I'm just overthinking everything. But yeah, if you see me running around looking very awkward in those shades, just cut me some sympathy. I don't like wearing them in public. I really wish I was normal, because I do have boob blockers on these flames, but trust me, it's not enough. And it sucks. So I won't judge you for wearing masks, and you just don't judge me for wearing shades indoors, because I used to think people who wore shades indoors were just really odd, and now I understand. This is my fun thing to bear. Anyway. Can't complain. Also wish me luck walking, because this is the other joy of being a country girl. I'm not used to wearing shoes, and my feet right now are already like, oh, you got us new insoles, that's great. But I'm like, especially my right foot, it's like, I don't like walking like this. I don't like walking like you're normally supposed to walk, which is why you're supposed to wear your insoles all the time. It's like, yep, yeah, walking normally on the edge of my foot like everyone else is making my right foot very unhappy. So I'm like, I hope this doesn't become a problem. Please don't be a problem. I'll pack sandals, but yeah. It's higher up north, Minnesota, than where I'm at, so I'm not sure how cold that's going to be. So it'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time. I will get through it. I will not have a huge panic attack anywhere publicly. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for listening to my insecurities.